Let's decorate a good enough cookie. This is one cookie out of 5 in the cross-stitch cookie set. Before you can really start decorating this cookie, you do have to put a full white base, let it dry, and then also trace the template design and transfer that template design to your cookie. To understand all the steps involved with that and to follow along, watch the cross-stitch cookie set full video linked down below. After you have used your tissue paper and fine tip edible pen to transfer the design onto this cookie, you're going to grab your black detail royal icing and you're gonna start outlining the design, the text design onto the cookie. You're gonna start with the center first. I think it's the easiest place to start. And like all of the cookies within this set, you can decide if you want to follow the kind of cross-stitch stitching design for the text, or if you want to kind of make it a little bit easier on yourself and just let the icing flow out of your piping bag a little bit easier. Either way, I know you're going to have a good time trying out this writing skill and also just making these cookie designs. This whole cross-stitch set, which this Good Enough cookie is obviously part of, is really about kind of the love of the hobby. This is not a cookie set this is not a cookie you would want to include in a paid cookie set. It just would take too much time to decorate a singular cookie that it would have any payoff. But for a hobby, it totally works, because hobbies you kind of just lock in and you're doing it for the love and relaxation. You know, hobbies can stress you out, but they can also relax you of doing it all. So once you have that good enough onto the cookie, you're going to come in and you're going to do dots following this border design. And my dots, I think partially the royal icing kind of heated up more in my hand, so my dots were really smudgy, and this was definitely a cookie where I looked at it and I was like, wow, it looks so bad. Is this going to come together? And it will come together. I promise you it will come together. All of the cookies come together, but hopefully seeing a few different angles of this will be helpful. So one thing that will be challenging in this is getting those arches. You can see how I did my transfer. I did 3 dots. So I have a top dot and 2 bottom dots that make my arch. Or on the bottom, I have 2 top dots and 1 bottom dot that make my arch. So I'm trying to follow that pattern. And the more drastic I make that pattern out of my dots, the better it looks, the more flow it has. And the closer I put my dots, the more it looks like stitching and the more flow it has as well. The big takeaway from decorating this cookie is if you think you are over exaggerating what you are doing, you probably need to do a little bit more, because as I get into the flow of being like, oh, I'm making a really, really big curve, it feels really big to me. When I kind of step back from the cookie, it's not that big. It's not that big of a deal. The curves are not as defined as they felt like they were. Everything will flow together. It's hard to see the big picture when you're working in such minor detail. So when you think about, as you're hyper focused on that detail, if you think about making it kind of as over exaggerated as possible, that's when the details can really shine in the cookie. And it feels almost a little counterintuitive. I don't want to have to over exaggerate for the small things to shine through, but it makes all the small things connect. So after you have all of those arches, which I didn't want to torture you having to see, also my hand was totally in the way because editing was a challenge for me here, you're going to come in with your green detail icing, and we're adding some stems because we have all this floral that's going to go around this cookie. And so we have 4 stems on each of the opposite sides, and then we have one going towards the outside edge, the left side. And then the rest of the ones are going to go to the right till we get to the middle. And so the way I was counting it is we have 1 going out and then we have 9 going in, and they're following the pattern of our curves. So the really tricky part when it comes to these corners on the top and the bottom is there's a teeny tiny little curve, and then there's a second one that's more obvious, and that's where the first lines that are going slanted towards the center, that's where the first one of the center slanted lines is in the obvious point end of the curve. I'm really doing a terrible job of explaining this, so hopefully the visual along with it pairs. And then we repeat it on the other side, but on the right side, our lines are curving to the left instead of the right. So we have a little bit of a dynamic look with our greenery lines. You'll also notice that I am not doing dots for the greenery because I want the lines to be a little bit more solid because we're going to add dots around them. And so the first thing we're going to grab is our blue royal icing, and every single corner is surrounded by blue flowers. Just keep that in mind. And every single one of these flowers, for the most part, is going to be 5 dots. There is some when it comes to the red flowers, which we'll do after the blue, that I got a little crazy with it. I could do 6. I did 3 dots on each side. But by the end of decorating, I kind of determined I liked 2 dots on each side and 1 dot on the end. You just saw me do it there. I'm going to repeat it. 2 dots on each side, 1 dot on the end. Here's just a slightly different angle for it. And I switch up the angles mainly because my hand gets in the way. My hand was just like, what if I got in front of the camera over and over again? But we're doing dots around this green stem. And so if I had done dots for the green stem, I think everything would have just gotten a little bit too muddled. And you don't really see the green lines. You just see everything kind of connect in an appropriate way. So we're fudging it with the cross-stitch design a little bit. And it's okay because we're doing cookies. But you're doing every other one. You'll see I did mess up in this cookie. My other 2, because I do 3 of every cookie, my other 2 looked perfect. This one I messed up, and I'm curious if you notice where I mess up and how I did it. And if you notice, let me know in the comments. If you think you know what it is, let me know in the comments, and I will tell you if you're correct or not. But every corner is going to have blue, and then all of the center should be red. And so the center on both the right and the left and the top and the bottom should be red flowers. If you don't follow that pattern, what am I even doing here? Why am I even showing you this? I'm just kidding. I'm glad that you're doing your own thing. Please send me a picture of it. I want to see what design you wanted to do, what pattern you did instead, because this is your cookie at the end of the day. But the design that I was working off of is doing an alternating between the red and the blue. Either way, it's all going to come together because we're just doing such fine detail work. You know, I was saying in the beginning that you want to kind of over exaggerate everything because you're so stuck in the details of it. But when you look at the end of this cookie, because we're so stuck in the details as we're decorating, it's kind of the little things like what I screwed up on this cookie didn't end up coming through. And I switched because I'm on a different angle. This is a different cookie, and so I don't have the same screw up. So I'm really curious if you can notice where I screwed up on the other cookie. So that's going to be the angle that's more from above versus this one that's from the side where I did not screw up the same way. But you're going through, my red was just a slightly nicer consistency to work with. This is just like the annoying part of cookie decorating is the consistencies being ever so slightly different from color to color just because of how you mixed it. But the red really kept its shape really nicely. And it was really at this point when I'm going through that I felt like this cookie was coming together really, really nicely. And all of the teeny tiny mistakes that I had before, which you can see when you're at this angle, what I made a mistake on this cookie, they just didn't stand out as much to me. And I could sit here and nitpick my cookie all day, but really, I'm happy with it. Could I work on my writing? Yeah, sure, I could work on my writing, but I write like maybe once or twice a year on a cookie. I think it's okay if my writing's not perfect. And if this is your first time writing, if this is your first time working with detail, with royal icing detail consistency, then you are going to have a learning curve, and that's totally fine. That's totally normal. And you're getting into this hobby, you're trying something new, and ultimately that's the most important part. And you get to eat a cookie at the end. So As I finish up this last red flower, that concludes our good enough cookie. There are 5 designs total in this cross-stitch inspired cookie set. Download the free guide to follow along and get some additional detail on how to decorate these for yourself.